That's right. You might have heard that company's name in the news the past few weeks, but what is it and why is it receiving all this attention from the U.S. law enforcement? Now, Huawei is a Chinese tech firm, one of the largest in the world. In fact, it is the world's second biggest supplier of smartphones, even bigger than Apple. So this is a major global force in one of the largest industries on the planet, and they're being accused of some pretty serious crimes. The U.S. is accusing Huawei of, among other things, stealing trade secrets, specifically a piece of T-Mobile technology that T-Mobile uses to test its smartphones. The U.S. also brought charges last week against Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou, who was arrested in Lake Canada last year. They're accusing Meng of financial fraud by lying to companies about Huawei's dealings with Iran. According to the Associated Press, Huawei did business in Iran through another company, and Meng is being accused of misleading American banks in believing that those two companies were not connected. Iran is a country that has been thoroughly sanctioned by the U.S. and the EU over the past few years, so if the charge is true, that would be a pretty large international violation. The U.S. is trying to get Meng extradited to the U.S., a request that the Chinese government is reportedly strongly against. What makes this all unique is Huawei's close relationship with the Chinese government. There is a concern that Huawei could use the company's technology to spy on its users. Because of this, Huawei is considered by some to be a legitimate cybersecurity concern. President Trump last year signed a bill banning Huawei tech as well as tech from another Chinese company called ZTE from being used by the U.S. government. Now, also keep in mind the U.S. and China have traded blows in the form of economically binding tariffs in what some are calling a trade war. And talks to end that supposed trade war are supposed to begin very soon. Now, the fact that this Chinese company is being accused of such heavy crimes could make trade negotiations difficult in the weeks ahead. But the U.S. is insisting that the charges against Huawei are meant to be completely independent of trade talks.